Good day, Libra, and welcome to my channel. I'm Misha, the Psychotic Psychedelic Gypsy, and this is your weekly reading for August 21st to the 27th. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Universe speak. Spirit's guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Two of diamonds. Four of hearts. 10 of clubs. And the 7 of hearts. Well, alright, so you need to stop. You're doing too much, and you might be doing too much for other people, or you might just be doing too much at work. But either way, you need to stop doing so much stuff that isn't necessarily your priority. You need to focus more on your priorities, stuff that matters to you, stuff that affects you, and cut this other fat, whatever this other fat is, doing more at work or doing stuff for other people that, you need to just back off on that for a little bit and think of number one more throughout the whole week. This is your weekly energy. Just focus on your priorities, focus on number one, and focus on one priority at a time. Finish that priority and then move on to the next one, because the fact of the matter is that your priorities might be suffering right now because you've been doing too much for other people or too much at work. You've just been doing too much that isn't necessarily an actual priority for you. So you really need to just back off and think about yourself a little bit and cut the fat. At the beginning of the week here, it looks like there's a cheat. Somebody's cheating. It's a love triangle, and this can be a partner, of course. I mean, that's what the card mostly talks about, is that this is partnership, lovers type relationship energy here. But this can also be a coworker, a friend, a family member, a business partner, anybody that you have any kind of dealings with can be the cheat. You can even be the cheat, honestly. It's just somebody telling somebody one thing and then going and telling somebody else the same thing but opposite to the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody says that they love you and they only want to be with you. They might also be going and saying that same thing to somebody else, and whatnot, depending on what the relationship really is, if it's friends, family, whatever. And you're probably going to notice it more at the beginning of the week, and that's probably why the card's coming up, because this might be something that has been going on for a while now, and you're just now either noticing it or you're just now either accepting that it's actually happening. If it's you, then you have the choice to stop it. But if it's somebody else, only choice you really have is to work on it with them or leave it alone and let it go. In the middle of the week, you need to retreat and refocus. Past thoughts, overwhelmed feelings, disappointment, emotional unstableness, all these things are going to come to you in the middle of the week. And this might be because of all the shit you're doing where you need to stop. You're doing too much. That might be what's happening here. This is a time for you to retreat, refocus. Focus on yourself, and pamper yourself a little bit. Make you feel good, because you probably do it so much for so many other people. I think that's what this is. You just do so much for everybody else. You need to really cut the fat, think of your priorities, get yourself fixed up, and pamper yourself every once in a while throughout the whole week. Just take out, even if it's only 5 minutes, take out 5 minutes just for you, just for a minute for you to sit and relax and just chill for a minute and not think about anything, not do anything unless it's something that pleases you, makes you happy, then go ahead and do it. At the end of the week, you're going to be fed up with a burden. And you might have been dealing with this burden for a while. This burden could very well be the cheat. And you having to stop, the fact that you might need to cut might be this cheat, in fact. Maybe you're doing too much for this cheat. And I mean, that would be a big time to cut the fat, you know. But yeah, you're fed up with a burden. Somebody's burdening you or something. And you might want to give into it, you know. And if it's this cheat, don't give into a cheat. No, they're cheaters, man. There's a reason to get rid of them. But the cards say don't give up. Don't give into this burden. It will come to an end. And I feel like it will come to an end when you decide to cut the fat and make it end. You know, I think that's when it's going to end. It's all up to you to have this burden end. You either, fall prey to it and give into it, or you end it because you have that ability. This is your life. You can do whatever you want. You can end things. You can end relationships. You can end partnerships. You can end the burden. So, anyway, let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. Universe speak. Spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Oh, yeah, this is perfect. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, you feel bound, you feel tied up, and it would be all this stuff you're doing for other people, or all this work you're doing, extra work you're doing that you don't need to do. That would be you bound up. That would be you tied up. This cheat, that would be you tied up. This burden, tied up. But the fact of the matter is, like I said, see all the swords that are around her? She could easily cut herself free. Just as you can easily cut yourself free. You can cut that fat easily with no problem, because that's your choice. You can cut this cheat. You can cut this burden out because you have that power to do so. It's all around you. Simple words. Just telling somebody, no, this is over. This is done. It's that simple. Or I have to deal with my own priorities. I ain't got time to deal with your stuff. The swords are in your hands. They're all around you. You just need to take the chance and cut the rope and, sacrifice these extra things that you're doing, or this cheat or this burden, and relieve yourself of these and move on with your life and finish your priorities and, pamper yourself, make yourself feel good, So you may feel bound, but you have everything that you need to cut yourself free. So I hope this resonated. If it did, hit that like button. And if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you back here next week. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.